Hey everyone, it's Homesport09 here. Today we're diving into my Champions League predictions for the 2024/25 season. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Now, predicting football is a fool's game, it's true. It's like trying to herd cats if those cats were incredibly fit millionaires with a penchant for diving. But someone has to do it. And this year, that someone is me. We've got a real smorgasbord of teams this year. From the Titans of Europe to, well, let's just say some teams that are happy to be here. But hey, that's the beauty of the Champions League, isn't it? It's a place where dreams are made, and dreams are brutally crushed beneath the weight of a 4-0 aggregate scoreline. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Look, someone had to go out first, right? Slovan Bratislava, we salute your valiant, if somewhat brief, Champions League campaign. Sparta Praha, they fought hard, they showed some real glimpses of quality, but ultimately it wasn't enough. Sturm Graz, you gave us some truly memorable moments this Champions League season. Young Boys, a team with a name that perfectly reflects their performance. They're young, they're eager, and they'll be back. Stade Brestois, they may not have progressed, but they certainly left their mark on the tournament. Crvena Zvezda, they brought the passion, they brought the noise, and they gave us some truly thrilling matches. Celtic, they always bring a certain something to the Champions League, don't they? The noise, the passion, the occasional defensive lapse. Aston Villa, back in the big time and making some noise. They may have fallen short this time, but they'll be back. Bologna, they brought that classic Italian flair to the tournament, even if they didn't quite make it to the knockout stages. Stuttgart, they played with their hearts on their sleeves, and that's all you can ask for, really. Club Brugge, they were a bit of a surprise package this year, weren't they? Shakhtar Donetsk, they're always a tough team to beat, and this year was no different. Girona, they may not be a household name, but they certainly made their mark on this year's Champions League. Salzburg, they're like that young player who everyone knows is going to be a star, they just need a bit more time. Feyenoord, they played with that trademark Dutch courage, and they gave us some truly memorable matches. Dinamo Zagreb, they may have been drawn in the group of death, but they certainly didn't go down without a fight. Lille, they put up a good fight, they really did. They were like that one French village that always resisted the Romans. PSV, they may not have gone all the way, but they showed the kind of determination that Dutch teams are known for. Leipzig, they were like a well-oiled machine, weren't they? Efficient, ruthless, and just a little bit terrifying. Benfica, they're like that friend who always seems to do well in cup competitions, even when they're having a bad season. Sporting Lisbon, they're another team that always seems to punch above their weight in Europe. Atalanta, they're like that team that everyone loves to watch, even if they're not quite sure how they keep getting results. AS Monaco, they're another team that always seems to be involved in some high-scoring thrillers. Milan, they're back, baby. Well, sort of. They're not quite the force they once were, but they're still capable of beating anyone on their day. Dortmund, they're always a threat in Europe, aren't they? Especially with that yellow wall behind them. Inter Milan, they're like that older brother who always seems to be in the Champions League knockout stages. Bayer Leverkusen, they're a bit of a dark horse, aren't they? They could sneak up on a few teams this year. Arsenal, they're back in the Champions League, and they're looking dangerous. Juventus, they're like that old reliable car that always seems to get you where you need to go. Liverpool, they're always a threat in the Champions League, aren't they? Especially with that attack. PSG, they're like that friend who has all the money in the world, but still can't seem to win the Champions League. Man City, they're like that kid who always wins at everything, and you're not even sure if you should be annoyed or impressed. Real Madrid, they're like that ex that you can't seem to forget, even though you know you should. Barcelona, they may not be the force they once were, but they're still Barcelona. Bayern Munich, they're like that one friend who's always ridiculously good at FIFA, no matter how hard you try to beat them. Atletico Madrid, they're like that gritty, determined underdog that you can't help but root for. And there you have it, folks. Those are my Champions League predictions for the 2024/2025 season. Will I be right? Honestly, who knows? This sport is more unpredictable than a Boris Johnson apology. But hey, it's the hope that kills you, right? Do you agree with my picks? Did I brutally snub your favorite team? Let me know in the comments below, but be warned, I'm very sensitive. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more sports content. Until next time, this is Home Sports 09 signing off.